we have considered so far we are able to create a layer. We can set the layer as the current layer and we have created the entity in the corresponding layers. And then how I can assign the color, the line type and the line width to the layers. So far we have studied that. Now but our drawing, so whatever we have seen here now till now is only how I can create the entity. But suppose if the entity is already created, then how I can change that to a required layer, line type and color. So to do that, so first I will going to erase this. I will select all the entities by using the window and then I will delete this. So enter. Now we will go to a layer wherein we can use it as a current layer. So the first I will go to the layer. I will make the 0 layer as the current layer. I will just click on set current. Now it has been changed to current layer is 0. Now so now I will going to create first circle. Again we will start doing the same thing again. Command is circle. Now I have created this. Again I want to write polygon. So the number of sides is 5. So I will create a center of the polygon. Inscribed. So I am going to create pentagon. Then polygon. Number of sides is 4. So you just click on this. So center of polygon. I will take this. Inscribed. I will going to create triangle. Square. Then again polygon. The number of sides is 3. Specify center of polygon. You are going to click this. Inscribed. You are going to create. So now again we have created the same exercise like circle, triangle, square and pentagon. Now we will see how we can change this. So the moment when I click on this, you just click on this layer and say use the change command. So what I want to change? I want to change the layer. You just click on select layer, come down to this. So I want to change the color of the, I want to change the layer of that. So I will just click on circle. See the change. The moment when I click on the circle, so automatically the entity color will going to change, the line type it will going to change, and also the line width will automatically changes. Now I will just go to this pentagon, click on that layer again, change that layer to pentagon. You just click on this and say cancel. Now we can see the moment when you see the pentagon layer, you can see the line type has changed, color has changed, and also the line width has changed. Similarly, I will click on this square, go to layer. So then you make it square. You just click on this and say escape. So here again it will going to change the color of the layer, the line type of layer, and also the line width. Now we will going to use the triangle. So you just click on the triangle and say the layer I want to change. I will say triangle. You just click on this triangle. So this is how you will be able to change all these things with reference to this. But suppose when you're trying to create something, you will create the line like this. So now again fillet, I will say radius is 0. You just click on this. So now we have the line. But here it is creating in color as black. Why? That is basically because your current layer is 0. You can see the layer is 0. So that is the reason why you will be able to get this. So you are working in layer 0, but these are the layers in which you have assigned to the difference. Now if I say I will go to the layer and now I will do the same exercise. If you say click on circle, it will switch off. Then if I go to pentagon, you say switch off. Then square, it will go to switch off. Then triangle, it will go to switch off. That is basically because none of these are in that particular layer. None of these are in the current layer because all are in different layers. So that is the reason why it is switched off. Now you are working in layer 0. Suppose if you switch layer 0, it says the current layer will be turned off. Do you want to do so? Then only it will go to switch off, because your current layer is 0. So now if I want to thaw this, definitely it is not possible because the current layer cannot be frozen. So now I will say you just again switch on all these layers. You are going to get back and you are going to switch on this. Now I will go for thaw now, freeze. So you'll go to circle, again you just click on the circle, again pentagon you switch off, again square you can switch off, again the triangle you can switch off. So, and if you thaw it again, you will going to get back to all these things. So this is how you will be able to use the change color. So always what we do in your the drawing exercises, what we normally do, we create the layers by using this particular option. So we create all these things in a layer option and create the assign the color to the layer, assign the line type and the line width to the layers by using this layer command. And then by default you will be always using in the current layer as 0. Then you work in 0 layer and change that to a different layers by using this particular change command. So this is how you will be using in your practical drawings or the applicational drawings. So this is how it will going to be used. Now the change will going to plays a very major role. Now I can assign, so similarly I can change the entity now. So not only I can change the color of the, now I can change it to a different color itself. If you say the color of this, I will say blue or green. I will say change the green color. Now you can see it is in green color, but the layer color still is in circle. The layer circle is still in circle, layer is in red color only. But what we have changed now, we have changed the entity color. That's all. Similarly, I can change the line type of this. I will just say change and go to line type. Line type by layer, it is there. By layer, what is the line type of this circle layer? It is continuous. I want to make it hidden. You can make it hidden. But here, the moment when you say hidden, the circle layer will not going to change it to hidden, but it is only the line type will going to be changed. So here, still the circle layer has the continuous line type. So this is the advantage when you are using this. So I can change the entity color, I can change the entity line type, I can change, but I cannot change the layer of the, I cannot change the layer of the color of the entity of the layer. If you want to change the color of the entity of the layer, then we have to go to the layer command and change the color. So that is how it will going to be used. Suppose now I'll go to this, I will say change. Now I'll come back to this, I will say change. Then here click on this. So here the line type is hidden. So I will just go to that and say by layer. So it becomes continuous. Then I want to change the color. Again you say by layer. So it will assign automatically the color of the entity. Now I want to change the color of the entity, color of the layer itself. If you go to this and I will say red color, instead of red, I will going to use the yellow color. I will just click on yellow and say okay. Then what happens? The color of the entity will going to change. So that is because we have changed the layer color, automatically the entity which is in that layer will also change it to that particular color. Suppose I want to say pentagon. This pentagon is in magenta. Now I want that in red color. You just click on that red and if you say okay, so now this will going to change it to red color. So similarly, I want to change the square of the blue color to some other color. I will say cyan and I will say okay. So it will automatically change. So this is the advantage when you are assigning in the layer. So if you have any number of entities, if you want to change the color of the entire entity itself into a different color, you can go to that layer and change the color of that particular layer. So automatically all the entities which are working in that particular layer or which are present in that layer will automatically changes to that particular color. So this is the advantage of using the layer in the CAD.